And I'm Dylan Black. Love and Human Remains is playing at the Gladstone. With all the details right now, we say hello to two of the cast members of this amazing show. We say hi to Kirby Naftel joining us. Hi, Kirby.
Hi.
You play Jerry.
That's right.
We'll talk about Jerry coming up. Bradley Sykes is with us as well. David.
Hello, hello.
With TotoToo Theatre. Okay. All right. Bradley, can you tell us about TotoToo Theatre?
Yeah, well, TotoToo has been around since 2006. This is actually the first time that both Kirby and I have been involved with this company, but it's a really important and special group of people who are dedicated to bringing LGBTQ themes in terms of the plays that are written. So it's a gap, really. A lot of companies in the city don't necessarily broach those kinds of topics in their plays. So this is really something about plays that historically are important to the LGBTQ community, and also contemporary. So it's really filling a gap of telling these stories that are important.
It's a very unique theatre company.
Absolutely.
And good to have, of course. Now, Kirby, this play kicked off on the 6th of March.
That's
right. It's going until the 16th. How has the reception been so far?
The reception's been really great. There are some mature themes that are dealt with in the play, so we weren't quite sure about the feedback coming back from some violence. So there's a little bit of nudity and again themes that are not often seen in Ottawa's theatre community. But everybody's been coming back with great feedback.
That's good.
And, yeah, some reviews have been coming out, and so we're all.
It's not exactly a family show, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's restricted?
We suggest that our director kind of mentioned it would be rated R, for example. So yeah, it's for mature audiences, definitely.
Okay, so Bradley, perhaps you can quickly tell us what this show is all about.
Quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, what isn't it about? Essentially, we're a group of 7, mostly 30-somethings, who are very confused about love and sex and just human connection, really. Like, we've all been hurt at some point in our life for various reasons, and we all have different ways of dealing with that struggle of being a human being, I think, in a lot of ways. And while all this is going on, there is a serial killer on the loose.
That makes things even more difficult. Yeah.
And I think what's important to know, the play was written about 30 years ago, I think exactly 30 years ago, actually, in the late 80s, early 90s, and in terms of LGBTQ themes, I mean, the play, he doesn't talk at length about the AIDS crisis, but you can tell that this is something that really resonates, that the gay community was decimated. A whole generation of men died, and people didn't know when they were going to be affected by that, and you can kind of see the parallel that even like now, having a serial killer on the loose, we don't know what's happening to our lives and to the people around us. We don't know when we're going to be next.
Okay, as I mentioned, Bradley, so you played David. Kirby, what is Jerry all about?
Jerry is a lesbian woman. She was once married, pardon me. She's not divorced. She meets Brad's character's roommate, Candy, at the gym, and falls hard for her. Has a relationship with Candy, and then gets ghosted. Doesn't hear back from her after placing many phone calls and trying to get back with her. Her struggle is for acceptance, and she comes across as a bit of a needy character. And, yeah, so
it almost sounds like a show that just about everybody can relate to.
There are, yeah.
I think so.
In the 7 characters, there's definitely something to.
Yeah. How many characters are there?
7.
That's right.
So 7 in total. Okay,
yeah.
And it must take a lot of volunteers, a lot of cast behind the scenes to put together, especially because if it's at the Gladstone, this is top quality stuff. So how many people would you say are involved in this?
Good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say in terms of the technical crew that supports us, I guess there's for every show.
A lot.
About 6 or 7, I'd say. And then there's also the people, I mean, there's the board of directors and the people who run TotoToo, which is a community theatre company. And then other volunteer. I mean, all in all, it takes, I mean, each play becomes like a baby, and it takes a village to raise.
That's good. Can I ask you, so to be part of TotoToo, do you have to be part of the LGBTQ community?
No, and that's, I'd say, one of the really wonderful things about it. The company is dedicated to performing plays that talk about these issues, But in terms of the actors, I mean, obviously, it's pretty much expected that you're an ally, I guess you could say, of the
Of course.
LGBTQ community. But the actors, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, and
It's very
Kirby
open.
Avenue Q is also coming.
That's right.
That's the next one that you're taking on, or the
That
theatre's
TotoToo
taking
Theatre
on?
is. So actually, we were just talking to the theatre's manager today, and they had very successful auditions yesterday
Good.
and again today. So
That's great, because that's a
yeah.
big play for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. Love and Human Remains, running until the 16th at the Gladstone. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Wonderful. Good stuff. And more daytime coming up in moments right here on Rogers TV.